I think I found an error in my ways with this morning's video that technically I did yesterday. So, what's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about maybe not doing something specific with our artifacts, because you remember yesterday, and I guess today's video, this early this morning, we kind of showcased the power of the Cloak of Soaring Phoenix, especially on Yorm Tum. However, I actually think the play is to not use 2 of these. I think the use is to make 4 of these, but bear with me. So what we have to do here is, first, we got to regress these. We got to take both these back down to their base forms. And what we need to do after that is we need to take 2 more of them and upgrade them to 6-star. You might be seeing what I'm getting at, and again, thank you. It was actually one of my original guild mates back when I first started the game on server. I don't even know what, but like we were like one of the 3 big megalodon whales at the time that were pretty much running our server. Yeah, I didn't realize he was even still playing. So what's up? Thanks for the tips and info. I'm going to do this again. So we need to replace it. We need to upgrade another one of these. So this might be looking weird to you, like, Barry, why are you taking regular deified artifacts and upgrading them? Why would that makes absolutely no sense. Well, actually it does make a lot of sense here, because I want to show you something very specific, and is going to be our strategy here now that we have this one upgraded. So I'm going to remove that from you and go on back to the Ormus workshop, because if we read the description here of the 1-star glittery version of this, most everything is already the same. There's only one single piece of text that is essentially different, and that is the additional gaining of 5 layers of recharge when you drop below 50% the first time. 37, 35, 15. 30, 70, 35, 15, all the same there. Dropping below 50% for the first time gains 9 layers of recharge. Yeah, I mean, it also, of course, has, like, 8% and 20 energy, versus if we take a look down here, it's 8% and 10 energy. Increases the dodge by 66% is pretty much default. I think what the game plan here is literally make 4 of these glittery instead of having 2 of them at Splendid, at least for the time being. Of course, down the road, we can always make the decision to go for a more powerful type setup here. That's always an option. But I think as far as survivability goes for my overall team, this should significantly increase our survivability in the first few rounds. And even here, like, it's not a huge difference for our Vulcan, I don't think, but this allows us to put it on both of them, as well as 2 additional heroes. And to be honest, I actually think the Rui is not a good play here. I kind of want to make our Great Sage Wukong survive longer, and I want our Natalia to live longer, because as you guys have seen, that Golden Crown, as powerful as that is not holding up in today's type of difficulty. So let's jump back in here and see if we can actually clear out 44 boss wave with this change in the setup. This is going to make 4 of these heroes have much higher survivability in the first round, like much higher survivability. It also gives some speed and stuff. Granted, it's not enough, but you can see Natalia now dodging. We have Sun Wukong dodging. I don't really care if our Eos dies, because that's kind of part of the package anyway for that hero. And we're going to have a lot of these heroes just surviving into the second round, and that's pretty big to make sure our Vulcan isn't getting hit as much, and hopefully means that they can, or he can live longer, get more actives off. I mean, the Natalia definitely lived longer. That's 100% for sure. The problem is, maybe Sun Wukong isn't the candidate here, because we kind of want him to get the energy faster, and we want him to get the CC off faster. But again, if we do have these ways to dodge, is awesome. The problem is we never fall below 50%. We're either alive or we are dead. There's like really no in between here in most of the situations. This is working good. We're actually getting some good CC off, but now we're just down to the Vulcan, and I don't know if it's enough. Because again, even Vulcan, like, I don't think he really falls below 50%. I think he just gets one shot like that. So The second part and the number of recharges it has, I don't think is a super big deal. Let's try this. Let's go back to the Rui, because the Rui can be very strong on him and give tons of survivability. And let's change Asmodel over to this new cloak. That could work. I mean, let's be honest, we were very close on one of our attempts yesterday. Like, very close. We just ran out of rounds and stuff. So if we can keep a couple heroes alive, that's great. It also spreads out who's getting the energy debuffs. If we can keep more heroes alive, that means we get more stacks for our Vulcan actives, which is cool. Hey, we even got a shapeshift off right there. That's pretty neat. We need to get a CC off, though, really badly. We got all the mini ones CC'd. Granted, he did go down because, yeah, once he has that Rui, it makes him like a wet paper bag. Probably need to put someone like Asmodel in the front row now and put maybe our Wukong in the back. Getting a lot of dodge. Oh, that was a really big Yorm Tum hit. We also have an active potentially from Natalia here. Wasn't a lot of damage, honestly. Really was not a lot of damage. I was kind of expecting more, to be honest, but that did not end up being much. Our Asmodel, again, is surviving. We did lose energy on our Vulcan, so we didn't get an active off, but maybe next round he will. Right here. Clear out one, maybe two small minions. Oh, the boss is getting low, too, and now we're just back to the solo push with the Vulcan, having those little itty-bitty, tiny active skills because he CC'd everybody. Ah. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. I want another light hero. I want to replace Asmodel at this point. As much as I love Asmodel, I don't think he's going to be the winner for us. That is what we needed to start the battle off. We needed that Dragon Rui to pop off immediately on our Sun Wukong to get a CC on all the enemies, because that's going to mean we save a lot of dodge layers in these early rounds, because again, we only have 9 of them, and those can go disappear very quickly. We need to basically just dodge all the main boss actives and hits and try to keep the rest of the heroes CC. Now, sadly, we are petrified on our Vulcan, so we didn't get an attack off that round, which feels really bad. We can get some freezes off here. That would be swell, but this is not working out good for us right now. Not at all. There's a downside at the same time of having this many heroes, is because we're hitting the enemies more, which might mean more energy reductions going out. Man, we're just constantly CC'd in this one right here. We did get a kill, which is really cool with our Yorm Tum, and ended up getting a freeze while also sealing that caster in the back row. We're on round 5. We need to really start ramping up some damage on these small minions and get rid of them. Oh, perfect hit from Yorm Tum. And actually, the boss has the lowest HP. This could actually be the victory right here. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. I think this just worked magically. 1-star cloaks seem to be the play here, giving all 4 of these heroes enough survivability to last into the late rounds, and having Sun Wukong just give us some really good CC early on. Now that's the play right there, and that is what I like to see. 44 down, 1 more to go, and all it took was 4 Cloak of Soaring Phoenix. I'm going to be honest with you guys right now, I'm planning on making 6 Splendid ones. Having the whole squad wear Splendid versions in the future. My God, this thing is amazing. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Consider maybe looking at some of your artifacts, and maybe the lower tier version on more heroes actually pays off. It did for me. Maybe it will for you as well. Thank you guys, the community. Hit me up on Discord. I appreciate the information. Always fun collabing with you guys and finding out better ways to play the game. And I'll see you guys next time.